Let's go. Ren lost off it.
You're sick, boy. I've got to get out of this train, mate. I'm really sorry. I'm talking to you, man. Hey, can I get a quick picture, mate? Nah, mate, I've got to go, mate. Man, just a little cheeky little picture, but I've really got to go, mate. I'm sorry. Leave it with you, man. Leave it with you.
I do.
I like drinking cans of Stella. See, I'm living for the weekend. Back to Babs and Salmonella. Cinderella story rags to riches, minute full propeller. I'm Nigella Lawson stacking mozzarella. Only joking, I'm an introvert. Alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate existence with consistence in my polo shirt. Then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting for the day that I might leave this earth.
That rhyming though? So rhyming all the way from the freaking get-go? And then that was fire. And then he was still barring in it because he said something about propeller. I heard the propeller. I heard there was another part in there I heard where he was talking about salmonella.
Like drinking cans of Stella. See, I'm living for the weekend. Back to Babs and Salmonella. Cinderella story rags to riches, minute full propeller. I'm
Cinderella story rags to riches? That's dope because, you know, the Cinderella story is really a dark story. People try to make it all sweet and nice, but Cinderella is a dark story. And the folk tale of it, like the original Cinderella story, was much darker than Disney ever made that. Like, Cinderella was a very, very dark story where it originated from. I do know that.
Nigella Lawson stacking mozzarella. Only joking, I'm an introvert. Alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I contemplate existence with consistency in my polo shirt. Then reassert my confidence with compliments I don't deserve. I calm my nerves by plotting the day that I might leave this earth.
He just took that serious. At first I was bobbing my head banging it, but he just got serious on there. He's talking about like being depressed. He stays in his room. Because his insides hurt, because of what he's going through with his sickness at this point. He's got no confidence at this point. He don't want to talk to nobody. Damn. Okay, this just got deep out of nowhere. Sounds so uplifting when he raps. Like he's rapping deep, dark content, but he's doing it so well that it comes off uplifting. So if you don't know Ren, or if you're not involved in it, and this is not an excuse, but for me, I was not processing how deep and intense he's getting into it because of the way that he raps it, because he's so good at it. He's so good at rapping. But now I can actually sit back and pay attention. And that is thanks to all of you that have took the time to let me know about his life in the comments, especially on that Seven Sins reaction, y'all. I very much appreciate it.
Nigella Lawson stacking mozzarella. Only joking, I'm an introvert. Alone inside my room because my insides hurt. I
and that must suck.
Consistency in my polo shirt, then reassert my
being an introvert
I don't deserve. I
and being stuck in a room. Being an introvert and being left in a room, yo, that must suck.
I lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills. A patient is patiently waiting for help.
A patient that's patiently waiting for help, but I'm a patient that uses his sword and his shield. Hold on, I got it, but I gotta hear that again. I have to hear it again.
Lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield.
Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. My sword and my shield. So pain is what drives me, but pain is what defends me, because I use my pain in a defensive way. When I get backed into something, I use it to defend me. But then I also use it on the attacking end because I can use it to put that into my life to make me go crazy on either like the rapping or whatever I put that fuel in flames to. But then he said it's my shepherd, so it like the pain guides him. He's driven by his pain. That's dope, yo.
Lift up my eyes to the hills. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield.
Yeah, I got you, Popular. Exactly.
A patient is patiently waiting for help. I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Cradle
care. That is fire, yo. That was serious, but that the way he was singing, we have to go back and catch what he was saying. But that singing just took over, yo. I don't care. That shit was uplifting as hell, even though he was talking about depressive, like his burden, what he's going through, what he's dealing with. It was a dark topic, but it was uplifting as hell to me.
I don't believe where I fell, coming down.
That singing.
Sons and daughters, law and order, crazy Sodom, praise more selfish ways have come too late. I've lost my faith.
I hope he gets his faith back, man. Like, I get it now. You know, in my 7 sins reaction, that's what I was talking about, especially if you see my money game reaction too, when I did 1, 2, and 3. Like, well, it wasn't really the money game reaction itself. It was more of the scavenger hunt reaction I did on a live. Focused in on a part of him that, like, but I felt like in that scavenger hunt, he made it apparent, like he actually made an effort to put that in there, right? So I felt like he was making a statement to let everyone know that he does not believe in God. But after everyone has told me and caught me up to speed, that's why I like doing reactions, because you guys are amazing. And now I understand that he was in such a dark place at this time, because I didn't know you were bedridden. I didn't know how serious Lyme disease was. I didn't know that it affects your muscles and your joints. I didn't know that you're in pain constantly. I didn't know that you are having suicidal thought, and know that you lose a lot of friends that way. I didn't know all this. Like, I did not know anything about Lyme disease. But I hope he gets his face back.
You've awoke a beast, I'm a geezer on the streets. Mona Lisa, this is art, make her Mona Lisa, she needs my meat.
I thought he was about to say Monique, but he said my meat, which still rhymes with it. But I'm a Mona Lisa on the street. I'm a geezer on the streets. I'm a Mona Lisa. This art, the Mona Lisa, the picture of the art. But then he still goes with, at least she needs my meat. But, oh, that shit was dope. Let's go.
You've awoke a beast, I'm a geezer on the streets. Mona Lisa, this is art, make her Mona Lisa, she needs my meat.
Make her Mona Lisa, she needs my meat. Hey, I'm definitely using that.
Awoke a beast, I'm a geezer on the streets. Mona Lisa, this is art, make her Mona Lisa, she needs my meat. Eeny, meeny, miny, Mohammed, Abi, Ali. Please to me, and mate, who's the G? Not me, an irregular guy. Halitosis with psychosis, omens etched in my mind. Overdosed on pills and potions, a collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Zanny and I mix it with wine.
Yo, don't do that, Ren. That is not Ren. I get it. And he may not actually have done that, but if he did, that is dangerous, yo.
Mate, who's the G? Not me, an irregular guy. Halitosis with psychosis, omens etched in my mind. Overdosed on pills and potions, a collection of mine. Split a Valium with a Zanny and I mix it with wine.
And then he mixed it with wine, yo. Not good.
You're such a mug, God, you're such a fucking stain. Honestly, I wouldn't be seen dead with you in public. Depressed and disorderly, it's like you fucking love it. Maybe you're right, maybe it's friend. Do it again and again and again. Maybe I'm high, maybe I'm meant to live in a cycle of anti-survival like man. In a prism like Ben, shot the iris of the land. Make believe and play pretend, God's my witness at the end. With God as my witness, I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness. I fear no evil, I need no forgiveness. Deliver me from temptation, he never listens.
Deliver me from temptation, he never listened. I just want to take this time out to say, if you are a believer in Christ, right? If you are religious, if you're Christian, or if you're Catholic, or if you believe in Jesus, if you see this reaction, and pray for Ren, y'all. I hope he gets his faith back. I feel like Ren feels like God betrayed him, or was not there for him, which is understandable to feel, especially when you go through something like this. But like for me, that's when I would have my faith more than ever. I believe God abandoned him whatsoever. I think God has a purpose for all of us, and he may have a plan for Ren that was needed for that. You know, I would look at it in an optimistic way and say, hey, well, maybe because of this, it gave him more time to focus on his music. It gave him more time to be the creative person to help other people. And maybe God used that to be able to do that. That's how I look at things, y'all. But I understand where he's coming from. Just take the time to pray for him if he can get Christ back in his heart.
God's my witness at the end. With God as my witness, I walk through the valley of the shadow of sickness. I fear no evil, I need no forgiveness. Deliver me from temptation, he never listens.
He does, though.
I don't ever seem to feel well. Can anybody save me from myself? There's blood on the leaves where I fell. Coming down. Burn the border, sons and daughters, law and order. Crave disorder, praise myself. Ways have come too late. I've lost my faith. I've lost my faith.
We gotta get him to get his faith back. Oh, I am Ashley. Just know I am Ashley. You know what I'm talking about.
I lift up my eyes to the hill. Pain is my shepherd, my sword and my shield. I find my refuge in patience and pills.
Like, even with him saying he overdosed. Now, I never knew that he overdosed. And I don't think he would just throw that in there, making it up. He probably really did overdose, especially if he was mixing Xannies with liquor or wine, he said, but it could have been liquor too. Mixing alcohol with Xannies on top of, that's how I lost a lot of people I know. That is not a good combination. But my point of saying that is for him to, if he really did overdose, which I believe he did, he overcame that. You know what I mean? Like, he overcame that. So that would be a sign of faith for me. But I can't think, I'm not Ren. I can't think like him. You know what I mean? So if you are lost in all faith, you're driven by pain like he said he is, then you're only gonna use that pain. I don't know. That's how I think about it. But I think that the only way you can overcome that pain when you're in such a deep state like that is, I personally feel, you need spiritual. You need something spiritual to help uplift you out of that state, because that's a dark state to be in.